we're live.
Hello everyone. Oof, feels like it was ages ago last time we actually were playing this game. I don't even remember what we were doing anymore. This is, so confused.
You were someplace else.
Yeah,
exactly. Different background, as you might have noticed.
Isa is also someplace else.
That's true.
That's true.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
We can't keep these people from across the pond in one place.
Behold my granny curtains.
Yeah.
They're
Wow,
lovely.
Anyway, it's time for some Wildemount. This is our we have this episode and then one more, so things are about to get interesting. And and then after that we'll do some more things, but it's not time to speak about that. So let us begin by saying that we are No Initiative. We are an RP-focused tabletop role-playing game group, and we've been doing shows here on Chromatic Chimera for 2 seasons now. We've done one in Eberron, one in Wildemount, and then perhaps we'll do more. Let's see. But before we get into who we are proper individually, I believe Sam has some news to tell us.
Oh yeah. Well, hey everyone, I'm Sam. I'm one of the admins here with Chromatic Chimera. I'm just super excited to get to share that we have a new sponsor here at the Chromatic Chimera. We are sponsored by Tabletop Loot, but we are also now sponsored by the amazing folks over at Heartbeat Dice. So we just want to say thank you so much to Heartbeat Dice for taking us on and sponsoring us. So right now you can go to Heartbeat Dice and enter the code Chromatic for 10% off of your purchase, and we still have the code SHIELDMOM, all lowercase, over at Tabletop Loot for 15% off. And just real quick, thanks again to Roll20 for letting us be members of the R20 Spotlight program. We've been using Roll20 since this channel launched almost a year and a half ago now. And we love them. So thanks so much for the support, everybody.
Thank you for that, Sam. And if you want dice or loot or whatever, just go there, use those codes, and hey, save some money. But now, let's talk about who we are and what we're going to do here and who we're going to play. Let's begin with Nat.
Hey, I'm Nat. I'm going to be playing Killian Aldora. My sister's in here somewhere too. I'm just looking to exercise my fleet feet, throw out some dancing skills, and, save the world while we're here, I think. I'm a little fuzzy on that last detail. And speaking of which, that's said sister.
Oh, me? Of course, I close my window. I don't see where our videos are. Hello, I am Megan, and I will be playing aforementioned sister Emerson Aldora, who is a warlock and loving it. And I guess we're trying to do some world saving. That just seems a little big. I'm just trying to make my brother take responsibility for things, which is probably harder to do than save the world, so we'll see what happens. But I will pass it, I think, this way. Maybe this way? I'm going to pass it over to Isa. This way.
Thanks.
It was.
Hey, I'm Isa. I will be playing Echo Sentinel 001, the Warforged who took the world's longest nap and doesn't know how to behave around other people at all. And you can find me at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm very excited to play. And because I have terrible countryside internet this week, I have no idea where I am in the layout because I can't have Twitch open, so I pass it to whoever is next. Someone.
Which is Robert.
Hello. Hello, I am Robert Hell, and I will be playing a Ravis person, Paladin, Warlock, both together at the same time. And, death and stuff. It's really about all it is. It's just Paladin, Warlock, together, death. Also undead, yeah. Really about
More death.
Yeah, just dead, up to Sam.
It's a strong brand.
It is a good brand.
Yeah, brand recognition.
Hey everyone, I am Sam. I go by they them pronouns. I will be playing Merriment, who goes by Mary and they them pronouns. They are a tiefling arcane trickster rogue and member of the Grinners. I am just sort of along here to try to do what I can to find some items that the Grinners wanted. It looks very good on me, though, I think. And they are the proud current owner of Kiss with the Changebringer. Yeah. One day I'll remember to add the bonus for it. And that's it for me, Nunu.
Yeah, and as for myself, I'm Nuno. I'll be your guide throughout this wonderful world today and next week when we finish the series off. But I believe now it's time to get into the game proper. What do you think? Think it's a good idea, huh? It's been too long without playing this.
I've missed these disasters.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, we got it together.
Doubt. Anyway, let's get in the mood with a little bit of a setting introduction. A land scarred by conflicts past is now walking towards the same path, as nations, empires, and dynasties entangle themselves in twisted, treacherous, and tumultuous conflicts. Meanwhile, most folk are oblivious to the grand schemes that drive conflict, as they lie behind the curtains of power and of secrets long forgotten. And other folk just happen to be tiny leaves picked up by the ever-morphing patterns of the winds the Changebringer decides to shape. And sometimes these stories, like the one we bring today, these people end up being the most important. So make sure to stick around and watch as their destinies align, because we're about to start Wildemount, Daring, and Divine. With that, I would ask either Nat or Robert, whoever wants to go, to tell us what happened last time we played.
The D6 says me.
Okay.
So, last time on Wildemount, Daring, and Divine, we found ourselves in Rothold, where we ended up meeting up with a young woman that helped us find out where we needed to go. She told us that the item, the artifact we were looking for, well, the people that we're against, they had found out a way to make a new one. And they had it, and they only need 4. They don't need all 7. There's 7 artifacts, but they only need 4 to complete the thing. And that she was going to go and try and steal one, and that there was another one nearby. And she was like, hey, you go there, I go here. We work together, try and stop them from getting anything. So then we, along with Megan's new tiefling wife, went to some kind of, chasmish pit. I forgot what it was called.
Miscath Pit.
Thank you. Miscath Pit, where they told us, hey, stuff goes weird down there. Lights will shine, and if you see, colored lights, don't go near them because bad stuff will happen. But if you see regular lights, those are fine. Don't worry about that. So we went down into the mines. There were some weird, creepy things talking to everyone. Everyone was having some kind of existential crisis, dealing with these whispers in their minds, insulting each other, but not actually. It was the whispers. And then we finally got to a room where we had used the other artifacts to triangulate where the newest artifact was. And in this room, some entity, some eldritch horror of types was waiting for us and asked us all for our greatest story, and we each, well, maybe not the greatest story, but something interesting for it. We each told it a story, a thing. A truth. And eventually it was happy with our stories. It felt good about them and gave us the artifact and then said, hey, I'm going to be with you forever now. So take that along with you. We all went, all right, thanks. We're going to go now. And we left. Ended up coming back, and we ended going up an elevator back out of the mine.
Precisely. And as you all find yourselves ascending this via this elevator, and you can already see the night sky, the cloudy, eerie gray semblance of the this area where you are now, which the name escapes my mind. Blightshore of Blightshore. You you feel like some time has passed, although probably you felt like maybe a couple of hours have passed, but you did come here. It was not too late in the day. It seems like, even though it's hard to tell in Blightshore, I feel like it's late. It's dark. The grayish surrounding and tint of the sky all around you indicates that you might have been down there for longer than you might have anticipated on first glance. As you start ascending, you have some time while the elevator does its job. So if you wish to discuss the happenings of downstairs, go ahead.
So, are we tainted now? Are they not going to let us out? Because they said they wouldn't let us out if we were tainted and mutated or something.
They did speak about it being visible, so I think we're fine. Also, we're already on the elevator going up, and they looked at us through a door when we were down there, so I think we're fine.
I mean, nothing touched either any of us, so I think we should be okay.
It did say it was with us forever now.
Well, maybe it's meant metaphorically.
Does that seem like the kind of creature that speaks in metaphor to you?
You know, I like to hope sometimes.
Fair. God, this thing takes forever, though.
Yes.
I just start playing elevator music.
Yes.
I was like, dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
Oh, this is my
Canon.
jam.
Mary wrote "Girl from Ipanema."
Just the girl from Ipanema on loop.
That's over in the Dynasty. Ipanema.
Oh, yeah, the famous city of Ipanema. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. But eventually the elevator does come to a halt, and you are let out as you do not show any signs of any physical mutation. And there's no one really here to pay attention to what you're doing or not. Eventually you wait for a while, and you see in the distance, you spot Layla, the tiefling woman that brought you here.
That's
Not sure.
fine. Yeah, it's like we're cool.
So,
Just like nonchalant. You know? Hey.
As she spots you from across the building she's currently exiting, she kind of waves and starts walking towards you. As she reaches you, all right. So, I assume everything went okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
totally
there
fine.
Weren't any complications. Everything seems fine.
Did you do what you wanted to do?
yeah.
Yes.
Great. Shall I take you back?
I mean, what?
I'll be doing
Yes, that-
phrasing.
Emmy, are you okay?
Yep, fine. Everything's fine. Yes, that would be great if you could take us back.
Of course. Yeah. Let's go. Same way we came. And she leads you to the transport that brought you here. And you start your journey back to Rothold, a seedy town controlled by either a criminal organization or the Revelry, which is also some kind of criminal organization. But yeah, you eventually make your way a couple of hours later, unless you wish to do something in the meanwhile, to Rothold. And I don't know. Do you wish to do something else in town while you're here? Do you wish to discuss anything before trying to meet Sabrina, the person you were supposed to meet at the Board Laid Bear, I believe was the name of the tavern?
Was there a set time we were supposed to meet her?
Yeah, I don't
Absolutely not.
remember.
Or is she
Oh.
like, I assume she just like appears.
Was she
She was
like,
gonna-
oh no?
She
Right
was like,
before.
By
She was
way
gonna
of
head
plot,
to an
she arrives
entirely-
exactly as we arrive.
I mean, that seems likely, but she was going to head to an entirely different city, steal something, and then escape and come back, if I remember correctly. So we might be here for a bit.
Oh, great.
Number one, she did say that she had a special way of moving quickly, almost
Yeah,
instantaneously. So, another thing was that we did tell her that if anything went wrong, she could, contact us via that spell. I forget what it's called. Whatever. Message or something.
Sending?
That's it. Listen, I'm not really into that part of it. Nevertheless, I believe that she said to meet her back there and that she wouldn't be too long. I think
Alright.
it's not a bad idea to just go back, see if she's
What
there.
this town needs? It's all dingy, waterside, grotto. It just,
Cleanliness.
Love, sweet love.
I was going to say music, but, all those things as well.
Just like
Place needs
chemical
some
shower?
joy.
Perhaps some more sturdy buildings would help too.
good dusting.
Oh, I don't
Okay.
know. It's got a certain charm.
I wasn't trying to just start this shit on Rothulk game. I was trying to make it, forget it.
Oh,
Do you want to dance
Right.
again, Killian?
I mean, always. Can we do that instead of all this Ember's Respite business? Like, can we just take like a week-long break and just like teach you all the Shim Sham or something? It's really fun. It's really easy to learn. You could all do it. You'd be great.
I mean, I would love to take a break actually, but I mean, for all we know, those wizards who like threw lightning at us are like not far behind.
Yeah, they're probably close by. There's only 2 episodes left. Like, we can't waste that much time.
Okay,
But I don't under.
there's
Brother is
absolutely
weird.
no time to wait. We came and we got what we need to get here, and now we're going to, I guess, wait around for our friend, and then we're
If
going
they
to get
don't-
out of here as quick as humanly possible. Or
If they don't show up
decently
soon-
as possible, or robot-y as possible.
If they don't show up within, let's say, an hour, I'll shoot a sending spell at them.
It's not a bad idea.
That seems
That makes
fair.
sense.
I wouldn't want to wait longer than that.
That gives us plenty of time to, go and get something to eat and rest a bit. That sounds good.
Yes.
Maybe we can get some sort of, I don't know, news about things going on around the town. Maybe somebody has seen somebody who looks like these wizards we are trying to avoid.
Can't hurt.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's go to the pub and see if she's there, and if not, of course, drink, eat, be merry, find out information, everything.
Well, just they're going
I
to
can't
be
be
married.
merry.
Yeah,
I thought you were on
I-
skin tone.
Mary's there.
I will
Well,
fight
I was
you.
saying, we all drink and eat, and merry bees merry.
Oh, okay.
I do not eat.
Well, then
Well.
Really stumbling
you
on this
eat
one.
and drink.
Chris.
They will be merry, and you will just be.
Wait, so is it that
Okay.
like you don't need to eat, or like you could do it for like the kicks if you wanted to, or like does it just like fall out of your gears? I don't understand. How does it work?
I've actually never tried, but I don't need to.
Oh, I am so curious.
We should
Okay.
attempt-
Okay, we need to get some cake. We need to get some cake inside this robot stat and find out what happens.
Spoiler alert: Echo is actually a cake.
Oh no!
No!
We have multiple
Cake
hundreds
forge.
of birthdays to make up on.
Oh, that is true.
Echo needs 800 plus cakes. Stan.
What is a
Okay.
birthday?
You only know Death Day, right, Ravis?
That's literally, I've never had a birthday in my life.
But you were
Oh.
born, weren't you?
Yes, but it was... There were no people around. It's different.
There was no people around?
No people at all. You were the only person in the world.
And how were you born?
Well, no.
I'm pretty sure Echo
that's
was.
not what
I'm
I
pretty sure
meant.
Echo was here.
Usually you get expelled from another person. Were they around?
The first thing I remember is walking out of the grove. Nothing more.
You just rose fully formed out of the sea. Like how did this?
Yeah, I
occur?
think we need a little more details about that one. Like, you say you walked out of the grove, are you like a little baby? I don't understand.
No, I was an adult. I don't know what. No.
Ah, perhaps you were constructed by someone else as well.
Oh yes. Are you made of cake?
No.
Are you sure?
Killian leans on the bar and presses the advanced plot button a few times.
Where'd that come
I was
from?
enjoying this. I don't understand that. You make your way.
Nunu.
You make your way to the board laid bare, and you do a quick scan around, and you don't see Sabrina anywhere.
I will note, on our way there, I would have pulled Killian to the side just to, Killian, can I speak with you for a moment?
Can I wait a couple minutes? This song's really good.
Okay.
He pulls out his rock in his ear that plays music. Fine. I'm already stopped now. The groove. You threw off my groove. It's fine. Puts it in his pocket.
Just kind of like pull Killian back out of earshot of people speaking a little low. So before, I thought that your wish to bring back your father was just the normal type, but having heard what you said back there, I understand it is more important to you than I thought before. I was thinking maybe there is a way that we can use these artifacts like you thought. My thought is maybe if we tried to do what you wanted, it would make it more difficult for them to bring back the Twilight Phoenix. If the power is used for you, it cannot be used for them.
Ravis, I appreciate it, but I thought I gotta be honest. My desire to to have life go on, that's based out of fear. That's not like a grand aspiration. Everyone should live forever. That's like I don't want to go into the dark and be gone and have my existence obliterated and there's nothing. So, well, I would love to bring back my dad. That has nothing to do with that.
I understand that. I know it has nothing to do with that, but it brought me to the thought process, is what I'm saying. You spoke of how there was something that tethered you, and my idea was through that came up with this. It's possible that we can drain the artifacts of the power that would bring the Twilight Phoenix back via the resurrection of your father. It's only a thought. I wanted to bring it up to you.
I'll think about it.
I don't think the Raven Queen would be against it.
I had a talk with them.
Sorry,
it's not it's not a unilateral decision for you to make.
Yeah, I understand. Good talk.
Are you? What? Sorry if I made you uncomfortable. I'm a little out of it today.
No, there's a whole thing about being dead, or whatever I am, for hundreds of years, you start to have problems with normal human interactions. Nothing
Okay.
to you.
So what I'm getting is I'm awkward and you're bad at this. Got it.
Sure.
You know, if you ever want to get a little better, dancing's a great way to ease into the social ebb and flow.
Maybe when this is done.
Say no more.
Oh, well, I wonder if Sabrina is here. Let's walk in.
You walk in and you have a quick scan around. Again, Sabrina's nowhere to be found.
So
Yes, we wait. Which table looks the least dirty?
Oh,
the
that
one I
doesn't
cast
matter.
precipitation on.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that too.
Is the table that we were last with Sabrina at available, or is it
Mhm.
taken?
It's available.
That table was good and out of the way. Maybe we go back to that one.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on it.
Hurry before Killian gets there.
I'm gonna cast it on myself too to get some of like the mind dust off. It's important to look your best.
Echo's still covered in moss and is just kind of like.
Like I can do you
Killing
too.
to start telekinesising pieces of branches and brambles off of Echo.
It's just still there. And
That's in the
she'll-
jungle? It's been like 2 weeks.
There's no need for me to get rid of it, I suppose.
I like
No,
it.
you're inspiring.
Sometimes it falls off during battle. I don't bother to pick it up or anything, but
I like it. You know what? It's like a nice aesthetic statement or something.
Hmm.
Good fashion choice. Mary will go get like food and drinks for everybody, and they get like way too much of both of those things.
Absolutely, yeah. So everyone continues to look at you a little bit side-eyed here and there, but most of the people that are here now seem to be, at least half of them seem to be some same people that were here last time. So you feel like there's a lot of like hushed conversation between them, as in like telling them what happened and who you were with, and no one seems to get in your way anymore. So that's to note.
Cool.
Is Ian here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Mary's like grinning every time they pass him, and just like, "Hey, buddy."
Sure.
So very handsome.
I think Mary is also probably, they don't expect anything to come of it, but they're gonna be sort of humming various Grinner tunes, like absent-mindedly, while they like make trips back and forth from the bar, just to, you know, see if anybody, they catch any sort of like recognition or anything. They know they're far from their normal
Yeah.
range, but you never know. Grinners get around.
You do never know. Let me see something. Cool. Yeah, no one seems to pick up on, at least no one intervenes or
Right.
speaks to you, but yeah.
Worth a try.
Yeah, absolutely. While after you bring all the food and the drinks to the table, eventually your conversation kind of picks up a little bit. And you start discussing things and what we're going to do while we wait for Sabrina. And eventually, Killian, you hear Sabrina speaking in your mind. Well, you seemed sensible. I failed. Wait for me. We need to be fast. Prepare the others. And the message cuts off.
If this is ascending, he'll just respond with a feeling of affirmative.
Okay. With a feeling of affirmative.
Kinetic, baby!
Nice.
At this point, Killian will go back to the table and go, Sabrina's work didn't go well. She's going to be coming in hot. Be ready to move.
All right. That's
All
not
right.
good, but all right.
Yeah, hopefully she will be coming alone. Did she say anything about that, or are we expecting company?
You're supposed to be ready. I feel like it's gonna be company.
Ah, scheisse. Okay, well, I can go wait outside and try to keep an eye out of the way before she gets here,
Sure.
if he thinks that is necessary, maybe.
Killen will wave his hand and poke Mary, and invisible them.
Oh, neat. Well, that saves me the trouble of doing it myself. Thank you. Well, I'll follow her in if I see her come. And Mary will just, like, not even try to hide the invisibly opening and closing door. They're totally gonna, like, poke you in the back of the head as they go past.
Of course, because why not? So actually, as Mary heads outside and tries to watch for any sign of Sabrina, a big loud bang from the inside of the tavern is heard as one of the back doors just swings open, and from it you see Sabrina with her cloak completely tattered. You see her platinum blonde hair just disheveled and covered in streaks of blood and other fluids. As she kind of stumbles inside the tavern, Mary's outside, the rest of you are in the table, and everyone just looks up, but swiftly moves back down to their drink without questioning anything, and she kind of limps slightly towards your table. Tell me you got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We have a slight problem.
Could you just like expand upon what you mean by slight?
They got the fourth piece, which means that they're probably heading to the prison right this moment.
Oh, that kind of slight.
Then we should
Where's
try to
that?
intercept them.
Well, we should be. We shouldn't wait then.
This
Yes.
will be dangerous. I understand if you don't want to come. But I might need your help.
We're coming.
Of course we're going.
Cast message to Mary. Sabrina's here. We're gonna be going to stop the baddies from freeing the evil thing. That noise is important.
I get one reply back, right? Okay, so I'll just be like, okay, I'll be leaving through the door. Should I wait here or come in?
And not respond to that.
They will hang out then and just sort of chill.
Okay.
They're keeping an eye out, definitely, for, like, anybody who looks like the wizard people we've seen.
Gotcha. Yeah. She continues. Wait, there was one more, no?
Keeping watch.
Okay. So, we need to go fast. We need to travel to the Empire. Have you heard of Camorda? It's a little town next to
No.
the mountain range.
Been there once or twice in my
Killian
time.
opens the map.
Sounds like, hell yeah, I do.
Well, it turns out that all the volcanic activity of that region has an explanation.
Of course. Oh. Well, all right. I think we're all agreed that we should get going, and I'm just gonna walk up to Sabrina and place my hand on her back and just go. Let me heal you a little bit. Give her
Appreciate it.
lay on hands.
Yeah, so she seems to straighten up a little bit, like breathe in relief a little bit. Okay. Kind of wipes her brow a little bit. That's much better.
Good.
I need to make some preparations. If you have anything else you need to do it fast. I'll be here in 15 minutes, 20 tops. you've got... Kind of, she lowers the voice a little bit. The 4 seals are with you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure what it will come to, but we might have to use them in some way. I'm not sure. Just need to stop this at all costs. Okay. I'll be back. And she kind of, no longer limping, makes her way outside to the door. Mary, you see as she walks out the door, stands up straight, brushes off some dust and some speckles off her cloak, and makes her way down the street.
Okay.
The rest of you are inside the tavern. What do you wish to do for these 15-20 minutes that you have?
I have teleportation sigil sequences in the Empire, not particularly near there, but I can get us closer by a lot.
I mean, that would
That's
certainly
good.
save some time.
Yes.
Well, are there any provisions we require before we leave?
Maybe a hot dog for the road.
What?
They make them here. They're like circular tube meat, a mixture of a bunch of stuff. They're pretty good. You don't
it
want to
has
know how they're made.
Dog in it?
That's a rumor.
That sounds horrific.
Oh, you should try it sometime.
I'm gonna stand up and be like, I need to speak with Mary before we go. I'll be right back. Just walk to go outside. And then I kind of, as I go outside, I look around and go, Mary?
Oh, hey!
Oh.
Like right next to you.
Jeez.
Is everything okay? I saw Sabrina go in, and since she came out, and I don't know what is going on.
So, they have the 4th, as do we. So technically they have the 3rd, and the one they made is not good. So we're going to, yes, we need to rush to where they're going to stop them.
Okay.
And, my patron told me that this could be a powerful weapon in someone's hands. And I pull out the dagger. I think with your artifact, and the fact that honestly this is not that dangerous as I've learned, you might be able to, I think you can handle it. If you so wish, it is powerful.
I mean, are you sure? You seemed very adamant before that, oh, nobody can handle this, it is terrible and evil.
Yes, but after speaking with my patron, they gave me an advisement to either use it myself or give it to someone who could use it better than me. And you can use it better than me. It's your choice, but it is an option.
Well, I know that this is something important to you. I could, if you think it would be best for whatever people we are probably about to go need to fight for these seals. I mean, I can borrow it from you or something, and when you need to give it back to your lady, I will be happy to.
That sounds perfect to me.
You sure this isn't going to, like, I don't know, eat my brain or something?
I will let you know there is an entity inside of it, but he is pretty much useless.
Oh, neat. Okay, well, if you think it will be okay, I will certainly give it a try. You know, maybe between this gift from the Changebringer, I will be able to, you know, handle whatever this creepy dagger man throws at me.
I believe you can. just kind of like hold the dagger forward with both hands, it laying across them.
I will take it. I imagine it just sort of invisibly hovers for a minute before the invisibility extends to it.
Exactly, yeah. So Ravis, you see as the blade etched in this myriad of maze-like patterns slowly starts to disappear until it becomes completely invisible as Mary gets a hold of it.
That is pretty cool. All
You
right.
head back inside, Ravis?
Good talk. We'll be out soon, I think. I don't... Well, you guarding is probably still a good idea, but...
I will keep an eye out as best I can.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh my god, you keep moving around. All right.
Yeah, I do. See,
See you soon. Just go back in.
Meanwhile, inside we have Emerson, Killian, and Echo sitting around this table. Is there any topic being discussed or not really?
You up for another bathroom conversation?
Just looking like, now that you mention it, I probably should go to the bathroom before we leave.
Excellent, because I need to talk to Echo here.
Okay. And I will get up and leave.
What
Go
do you
on.
talk to me about?
Well, how do I put this delicately? Echo, you have something inside of you that is of interest to some people in this world. I'm being horribly vague, aren't I?
Yes.
Well, you see your well, Echo, it's your chest. You have that dodecahedral shape on it, right?
Yes, it is the source of my power, I suppose.
Well,
So power is
you should probably know there are some people in this world who would be very interested in procuring the source of your power for themselves.
Why could they not simply build their own?
No, they can't. They're not that good.
Well, who are these people?
Oh, lots of people. The particulars aren't that important, but I was wondering if you would.
I feel like the particulars are important if these people might be coming after me.
You know, I can get to that in a moment because, like, if they knew about it, the assembly would probably want it, and then you have all the people in the dynasty, and because they build around these things and make new cities and stuff. You know, that's not particularly. I keep saying things aren't important that are important. People are going to try to kill you and rip that out of you so they can build a civilization around it.
How would they build a civilization from this?
Well, you remember how when Flya sent you that message and came back around nearby as a child, as a baby, who we still haven't found and should totally we're going to find. Don't leave.
Yes.
With the right magics, you can do the same thing. Anyone can do the same thing, so that when they perish near that, they'll come back.
This is what you spoke about before.
Yeah, but with ones that aren't people.
At this point, Killian, as both of you are sitting in this table alone, suddenly you see this shimmering refraction sitting next to you, Killian, as a figure appears, previously invisible, but no longer, as an elven woman of quite some poise, dark skin, silvery hair, maybe like shoulder length, and piercing yellow eyes, materializes in front of you. My, Killian. Just giving up
Howdy.
all the secrets, aren't you?
Well, if someone's gonna die for your causes, they ought to know why, shouldn't they? It's a courtesy we owe them.
Oh, I believe no one's dying just yet.
Yet is the operative word.
I mean, you.
Extraordinary, wonderful, kind dragon manager. Do I know this person's name?
Yes. So this is Riss Otemer from the den you're familiar with and the one
Thank you.
you've been consecuted with. You know that she's not high up. She's not a shot caller. She's probably in her second live or something. So nothing too no one too important. Probably just sent a scout after your contact.
Look, I know these are important secrets, but I just think this is what she's owed.
You always were a soft heart, weren't you?
Oh, who are you talking to? You were the soft one. That's how I remember it.
Not saying that both of us can't be. So tell me, what am I supposed to do here?
Tell the truth.
Okay, your choice. Darling, what was your name? Looking at you, Echo, now.
My designation is Echo Sentinel 001. And if you are here to kill me, you will fail.
I like the spunk. Look, I'm not here to kill you. I'm just here to gather information, but I cannot guarantee that other people won't come for you. Do you understand?
I'm afraid I don't.
All right, how shall I put this easily? As your friend here, and my friend here, was saying, inside you lies an artifact that's closely related to the, how shall I put it, the religion we follow. It's an artifact with the reminiscent power of the Luxon. Have you heard of the Luxon before?
I wasn't gonna bore her with all the theory and woo-woo crap of it.
Well, she just said she didn't really understand what was happening, so I'm trying to make it clearer.
No, this is technology that was created by my creator hundreds of years ago. I don't see how it would be related to your society at all.
That's fascinating. We had no previous knowledge of anyone that tapped into the magics of the Luxon before. We have to study this. All right. I believe I have enough to go back and report. I do have to say that probably people will come for you, and if you don't want to accompany us peacefully, perhaps they will try to subdue you. So I recommend that if my king come after you and contact you, it might be wise for you to abide to what they're requesting. Just join us. Take a trip to Rasona. It's quite lovely this time of the year. And you know, the war doesn't quite reach there yet.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm afraid you won't have any choice. By the off chance that you manage to dispatch whoever they send after you, well, they'll send more. And you might be able to hide and run for a couple of times, but eventually, someone will get the best of you. None of us are invincible. Does a little side glance at Killian.
Riss, can you do me a favor for old time's sake?
Perhaps.
Just don't turn in your report for one day. We need a day. We have something important to do.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Let's see. Oh! It's not
The best possible result, which is a
Oh.
21. 21 natural 20.
Wow. Okay. Seems like yeah, Keelan's really intent on saving you, Echo.
It's my fault fundamentally, so
It is, yeah.
Yeah, literally.
but you don't know that yet. So right now I look like I'm
No.
being nice.
Just wonderful. Look, I suppose this place is not that bad. Oh, what am I kidding? It's awful, abysmal. But
I
believe
don't care
can
what
s-
it. I don't care where you spend your day. Go back to Rason and play hooky.
No, it doesn't really make much sense. I believe it. I'll stay. All right, I'll give you this one favor, Killian. But don't ask anything of me again. I think we're past that point now.
Here I really thought we had something important, powerful, the power that conquers all barriers. Friendship.
Well, affiliation might be the correct term, I'd say. And we are, after all, part of the same den, even if you are not as linked as our higher-ups would like to. But it is what it is. They trusted you, and yet here you are. Traveling the country, not really contributing anything significant.
You know, I liked your place because you valued the arts.
We do. There's bigger fish to fry at the moment. I don't know if you noticed, but the Empire is trying to conquer our territory. Anyway, regardless, that is a problem for me and for the rest of the people that are dealing with it. For now, you have one day. After that, I'm sure people will come for you. Kind of looks at Echo.
Well, I have more important things to do than go with your people, so they can try.
As I said, I like the confidence. I hope it goes well for you. Goodbye. Snaps her fingers and shimmers out of existence again, turning
think-
invisible.
I think
Really
then
need to-
you so you hear a message. It's like, "Are you done yet? This bathroom is disgusting."
Yeah,
I mean, if you
yeah.
need more time, you need more time. but-
Come right out. Come right. It's fine. It's fine. Fuck, I need to cast see invisibility more often. Why did I stop doing that?
Was that person following us? Since where?
Who knows how long?
Jungle?
Who knows how long?
At this point, I guess Ravis kind of walks in at this point.
Just go up and be like, all right. Mary has been apprised of the situation. But is something wrong? Something's...
Yes, something is wrong.
Look, I'm just sorry about all this crap you're dealing with, Eka.
Apparently, some friends of Killian's want to kill me.
Is that why I had to go stand in the bathroom? So that you could tell Eka that you were going to kill her?
I'm not gonna kill Echo. No, you know what? In fact, no one's gonna kill Echo. No one. I'm gonna solve this problem.
How?
Well, what they want to do is they want to not with the. Now is not the time for dance. Now is not the time.
Get my planner out on this day.
If what they want to do is they want to take it and they want to be able to bind to the beacon that's inside of you, and so that they can build a new city around it, because they build their cities around these things. So if we can figure out a way to be able to utilize that part of the magic without you being dismantled, then maybe you won't have to die.
How do you know so much about this?
Because this is my degree was in. I didn't go study dance. I went and studied this esoteric time magic wibbly wobbly trash, and I was really good at it. But then, I wanted to dance instead because I was more interesting, because this magic, deals with all this cool stuff, but fundamentally it's not as fun.
Then why was she following us?
Because they can detect these things. They have a whole network of spies that infiltrate the entire continent. So they have their eyes out, detecting for this kind of magic. It was just inevitable. Should I roll a deception check on that?
If Echo wants to confirm.
Kind of does.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Yeah.
See if I can pull off another nat 20, because it's the same bonus. Killing's not a...
Technically not a lie, because there is a network of spies that detect this. It just happens that that network is you.
Yeah, I'm just also low-key a member of that network.
I also roll insight,
Issa, do you want a number, or do you just want to decide Echo doesn't believe him?
Yeah,
It's up to you. Or you could choose to believe him. I vote that one.
believe him. Like, it doesn't add up to her. She's like, I happen to meet you. I happen to wake up. I happen to meet you. And then this person appears saying, well, they want to kill me.
Right, so Echo does not believe Killian, but just roll me your deception to see what degree does she not believe.
5.
Echo, it makes total sense what he's saying, what Killian's saying. There must be some kind of network if it's such a well put together society that revolves around these things, like Killian said. Obviously, there must be a network. But the thing is, the only people connected to that network, the only person connected to that network that you've met is Killian.
A network of spies involving yourself.
I'm not a spy. I am a dancer and a graduate who keeps contact with my alma mater. It's nothing more.
But she was right here with us. You happen to find me in the jungle, and then these people show up.
If I tell you that... fuck it. Yeah, when I found it, I was ecstatic because you were an opportunity for these people to expand their glorious society larger than they had already. And then I talked to you, and it turns out you're lovely and amazing, and I didn't really do the math at the time. I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
Yes, you did.
Look, if I can, after I teleport you to the Empire, I can just leave if that makes you better. Makes you feel better about it.
She just kind of looks around at the others.
She's Ravis and Emerson.
I don't say anything. I'm just like, disappoint.
Well, that's worse than mad.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
You said something. I know where you stood.
No, I'm just taking it in and not really knowing what to do with it.
Ravis will look at Echo and just go, I can say at the very least, I don't think Killian is a bad person. Good people can make mistakes. Just remember that. That's all.
I suppose we will need your strength for whatever it is we're doing next.
That is also true. Very much so.
Okay. But they can probably use me to find you. Just know that.
Well, we deal with this and then we can part ways.
If that's how you feel.
No one would blame you, Echo.
Can no one tell Mary until we're done saving from the Embers? There's got to be one person who still likes me in this group, right? Oh, fuck, it's Mary. You never liked me.
Meanwhile,
I still like you.
It's like, Killian, I love you. But it's a little different right now.
That doesn't mean you're like you said. It's a little different.
Meanwhile, outside, Mary, as Ravis walks inside the tavern, a voice creeps inside your head.
Of course it does.
No, that's more like it. I like it here. It's cozy. Hi.
Oh,
What?
Donka, I do what I can.
Who might you be?
Oh, well, you can call me Mary. And, what should I call you, Knife Man?
Knife Man. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm very funny.
Oh, we're gonna have a brilliant time together. The name's Ragazu.
Ragazu. Okay. So,
You know,
how did you get in this handy little knife?
Oh, it was against my own will.
Sucks.
I was forced inside here, and now I have to live here for all eternity.
That is a bummer.
It was more boring when I was locked away. God's nowhere. But now it's better. Now I have company and I can talk to you. I've been analyzing your companions while the other one was holding me. Ravis was his name, correct?
Yeah, what do you mean analyzing while he was holding? Can you, like, see? I'm like, even though I'm invisible, I'm like just kind of waving the dagger around.
I can't see, but I can. I can listen. I hear what happens around you, and I'm here to help. You, now that you willed me, we can do great things together if you only listen to me.
Oh, well, I mean, we'll have to see about that, but it does seem like we might have an opportunity to, you know, do some things together in the near future.
Good, great. Shall we just start it off with a piece of advice?
Oh, always I need to hear this.
This one's for free. There's someone around you that might not be an upstanding citizen of your little society. I think they've been tricking one of your party members.
Well, I am standing right here, man.
No. You know I'm not talking about you.
Which one?
I'm not sure. I don't get information as you do. I just get wisps of conversations, of information, sometimes feelings. But I feel there's some kind of conflict. Be careful who you trust. Perhaps we'll get to have some fun soon enough. If you feel threatened, just stab them with me. Quite good at that.
Oh, well, we'll have to see, I guess, how things go. But I will certainly keep an eye out. Let me know if you are able to figure out which one it is.
Of course. And remember, if you're well off, then I'm well off, so mutual relationship here. You help me, I help you.
Well, for now at least, that seems like a good way to do some business.
Good. Kind of recedes inside your minds, going silent.
Oh, this is going to be just fine. Kenji is going to love this one. But they will keep watch until their companions come, because they do not want to get lightninged by surprise again.
Nice. Eventually, you see Sabrina coming up the street again, passing right by you once more, Mary, not noticing your invisibility, and walking inside the tavern, reaching the table where the others are currently discussing matters, and slams her hands on the table. Well, preparation's done. I think we need to leave.
All right. Well,
Yes, let's get this over with.
No sense in hanging around here any longer than we have to.
Good. So my traveling powers are powerful, but the more the distance I need to travel, the more draining it is on my abilities. So if you have any other way of getting us closer, then I can get us to Kamorda at least.
Is it easy if you take yourself?
Yes.
Would happen to know if there's a teleportation circle in Kamorda?
There is, I believe, yes.
You could venture out there, send us the sigil information, send me the sigil information, and then I could get the rest of us there.
That would be wonderful.
You know, I have some friends with the teleportation council.
I still don't know what that is.
I think I've learned that it's a lie. I believed it for a long time, but
It's a joke. I can cast teleportation circle.
Ah. Well, wonderful then. Good. I know there is definitely one in one of the major wineries. I'll have to check it. But I'll try and do it as fast as I can. All right. I'll send it to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Towards the back of the tavern, closes the door behind her. You don't see her again for quite a while.
You guys see Ravis reach forward to put his hand on her shoulder, but she just goes behind her.
Whoosh.
Or waiting in this lovely establishment. Excellent.
So we can fast forward until if she manages to get you those coordinates, unless you have any more business to discuss, which seems to be in high order.
In case I get sent to the bathroom again. He's not respectful about it. Don't ask
Killian
questions.
will be like, after being silent for a good 5 minutes, Killian just be like, I'm gonna go check on Mary.
Okay.
All right.
Be sure not to send any messages.
He just pauses for a second, lifts a hand, and then just lets it go and keeps walking.
Oof. I just took the psychic damage.
Send
Is
Killian
that
some aloe.
Is that D12s?
Yeah, D12s.
Yeah, definitely. You head outside. Are you just looking to clear your head, or you actually want to chat to Mary?
No, Killian's just feeling like he's an ass right now and needs to be away from people. He will like wave to some places where Mary might be hiding. Doesn't really try to engage too much though.
Yeah,
I think after like a minute or so, like Emerson will message and be like, "You okay?"
No.
You want to talk about it?
No.
All right.
Best use of message in the entire universe. Good job.
Texting.
Yeah.
Texting, yes.
Yep. Texting for spellcasters.
Good. So unless any of these two groups wants to engage in discourse, I shall say we move forward to Killian receiving a sending with the description of a teleportation circle.
Excellent. Mary, it's time to move out.
Yeah, I'm like right next to you again.
Why are you that close? You're like closer than a social bubble. What? Why would you do that?
Oh, that's where I like just got you.
Arm's reach, Mary. Arm's reach. Can you go in and grab them? We want to go find some quiet spot to cast some magic.
Yeah, sure. I will go on in. Keep your eyes out for any lightning, people. And you see the invisible door
Sorry.
open back up.
A 16 on perception, Dragon Manager.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, what were you looking for?
Mary's going inside, so I'm keeping watch.
Ah, I see. Yes, there are people walking the streets, Killian. And they seem suspicious. But then again, everyone does here.
I definitely do the thing again where I like tap Ian on one shoulder, and while he's looking, I like move his glass to like the other side of the table, and then I keep going to the rest of the group, and I'll just
increasingly aggravated.
I'm the fucking worst. So
Pronounced
Mary,
obsessed weird.
Mary will make their way over to the table and lean towards Emerson and just be like, so apparently Killian got some sort of fancy teleportation circle in his brain or something? I don't know.
Well, that sounds right. And I think Emerson's like not even jumpy by it, this has happened so often.
Sure.
She's like, yeah, it sounds right. So I guess we should find somewhere to do magic.
Yeah, he said to, I guess come and get outside. Once we get out, I could try to send like Ava looking for a good empty alley over, from overhead or something. Somewhere good we can go duck into.
About one of those bathrooms. Sounds like a
We are
place
not
not
going
people
back
like to
into the
go
bathroom.
into. I mean, if people don't like going in there, it's the perfect place to cast magic from.
But people will go in there.
Bar the door.
Oh, well, that is just rude. What if, like, somebody really needs to go?
You can
I
bar
mean, you
the
have
door.
eaten the food here.
Wait, no, here's the thing. You bar the door, but you hold on to the thing that's barring the door so it comes with you when you teleport.
Okay, well, as much as I love having this conversation while Killian is stuck outside by himself, we should probably go because who knows when these people will come after us or the seal?
Right. Well, we've waited long enough, so we might as well get on our way.
Yeah, I'm sure we will find some place.
Easy enough. With Ava's aid, you can find a large enough alleyway that a teleportation circle can be scribed on the floor, and you easily make your way to that location, no problem. And Killian starts drafting the runes, I assume.
Yep.
And 1 minute later, everyone steps inside said circle. And you feel a sense of lightness come over you as your material self gets yanked from the position you're at. And as soon as that feeling arrived and sinked in, it disappears. But the thing is, the smell around you is no longer as fetid as it was in Rothold. The sounds are no longer the weird clankety sounds of people just casually banging onto stuff and being shady in the streets for no purpose whatsoever. And you just see around you this big open field. You're inside a building, but in front of you is what seems to be a large balcony or terrace of some sorts. And in front of you, just miles upon miles of what seem to be vineyards, just stretching up and down these slowly rolling hills. It seem to be of soft terrain. Towards your left, though, you see these big peaks just stretch upwards towards the sky, made of this dark, this light gray rock. And no vegetation seems to grow after you leave the vineyard portion. I just see just arid mountainsides of white pale rock. One of the peaks stands out quite profusely as it tolls over all the others. And also another thing that's very characteristic of this one single peak is the slowly rolling column of smoke that emanates from it. As you start taking in the environment around you, you see that on some corners of this room, there are people lying on the floor. If you look closely, you see their veins are kind of bulged and darkened, and on the terrace in front of you is Sabrina, arms crossed, just waiting for you to arrive.
Good job securing the landing zone.
Well, something had to be done.
Your new nude, Megan.
Nope, I wasn't saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Like goes to say something. It's like, never mind.
There's no time to waste. We need to make our way to... And kind of looks towards the big, fuming mountain peak. Well, there.
Oh, this should be fun.
Yeah. I suppose.
Yeah.
Has it been an hour? Am I still invisible?
Oh, that would have dropped when I started casting.
Yeah.
You mean
Oh,
what?
true.
The teleportation circle?
Yeah.
Well, we should probably move as quickly as possible so that our friends don't get there before us. Of course, we must set the party up in preparation for them. This is code.
This is code.
We should
All right.
get to move on.
Message me, Robert, if you want.
Right.
No, I meant for the party. I was saying
Oh,
that
sorry.
out loud to them.
Yeah.
I don't know
No,
what you're talking
no
about.
time to waste, I suppose. This is not code.
Elaine just counting gold coins from his coin purse.
Perfect.
And he takes a big ass stack and just puts it on the ground next to the circle.
Shit. Yeah,
Apology.
Classic.
sure. Whoops. So yeah,
I
as
can
you
fix
walk,
this with money.
money can fix anything. That's a lie. As you walk outside towards this terrace area, there seems to be a stairway that leads to the outside and to the access to the vineyards themselves. And you see that on the walls next to this terrace, there's like racks upon racks of bottled liquids, probably you assume wine. There are bottles of different varieties, different colors, different types. If you quickly glance through them, you see names like Wagner and Walt's Emerald Embrace, or Lionette Vineyard Purple Cinder Red Wine, and others there. So this seems to be some kind of exportation hub where all the wineries kind of send their product and then it gets distributed to the rest of the country, or the empire in this case. But you quickly make your way down the stairway, and as you turn the corner, you are faced with what seems to be a fairly large town. All the buildings seem to be kind of built upon the same kind of materials, the same white pale rock that you assume is mined from the mountains surrounding it, and what seems to be some kind of petrified wood. On the other side of this, you also see there's a big forest, so you assume that wood probably comes from that forest. It's a very self-sustainable kind of community. You get the vibe of that. There's people walking on the streets. You get some side glances here and there, but quickly you make it through the center of town towards the outskirts into the mountain range proper, and there is a very fixed trail there that goes slightly askew upwards and into the mountain range properly, more or less in the direction of this big peak, which you know is named Mount Menteri or Mentiri, something like that. As you progress through this path, eventually, as you draw closer and closer, it's not that far away. It's actually quite close from the town. The ground itself feels warm, as if there's obviously there's a lot of volcanic activity here that you are now associating with the presence of the Twilight Phoenix of Deserath itself. But it seems like it's agitated. You feel sometimes almost as if the ground trembles underneath your feet. And you're about halfway from the town towards the mount itself when the ground starts rumbling quite vigorously. First comes with a sense of unease under your feet, but slowly and steadily, it builds up in strength and starts shaking vigorously, almost throwing you off your feet. You kind of have to hold on to each other or to a tree or to something nearby as you see rocks from the nearby mountain range start falling here and there. Definitely an earthquake. Definitely something going on here. You don't know if it's normal or if it's just because something's happening down there, but it's definitely unsettling. Probably nothing you've experienced before unless you've been to this part of the continent. Eventually, as you cross a corner, you have a clearer view of this large single peak. And there, at the base of the mountain, there's a fortress. Curious thing. The fortress is not built of the same materials as the rest of the town was. And it seems to be super well maintained. Almost bright new somehow. But it's still maybe 20, 30 minutes away. Sabrina kind of stops for a second, kind of turns to you. Well, that wasn't here last time.
When was the last time?
Yeah.
It was about half a year ago.
That's an absurdly quick turnaround for a fortress.
It's quick book.
Ah,
Even for the Empire.
That's a magical turnaround.
That's disconcerting.
oh, well, that's a problem. If there's a fortress, then it means it's guarded.
Oh, it's no issue. Just means we have to use a subtler touch, right?
Yeah. Any ideas?
Well, I mean, we aren't really the kick the door in kind of sort anyway.
Yes, there's no sense in at least trying to talk to them.
Oof.
That's
Ugh.
really more.
Ugh.
That's my area of
We're all like,
expertise. I'm not
"Ooh."
really good at the more aggressive approaches to things.
I don't. Yeah.
I was thinking the other kind of subtlety.
I was
Oh,
going
the
to ask
sneaky kind of subtlety.
how
Yeah,
many
there's
of
two
us...
types. There's two types of subtlety. We know this.
Yes. I was going
I'm
to
much
ask how
better
many
at
of us
one.
can go invisible, as I can, but I can't give it to anyone else.
I
can
can do
be-
4 of us, but it'd be hard.
I can be invisible myself, and I mean, I am also pretty just good at sneaking, so I could try to find a way in for everybody.
I could do 2 of us.
I may not look it, but I am surprisingly light on my feet when I need to be.
I find it hard to believe, but sure, I'll trust you.
Plus
I'm
7
not
in
great.
stealth.
I'm
What?
unsurprisingly not.
So it seems like we can get everybody at least invisible if we want to try and sneak in.
It is an option. Perhaps let's walk a little bit closer once we're in range to make a fuller assessment. Perhaps we decide. Okay,
Good idea.
let's proceed carefully, but with haste. And you continue to make it until you're about, I'd say, like 200 feet or so from the fortress, like hidden by the natural terrain of the valleys and mountain range around you. The path is still quite clear, but there's always hidden outcrops and whatnot of mountain that you can easily hide behind. And I say that you're hiding in one of these outcrops 200 or so feet away. And you notice that in front of you, the fortress, now that's up close, it's clearly like pristine and it's very geometrical. It's literally just a square. It's a fortress, but it seems to be like a square, 120 feet in size each side. And to the sides of it, there seems to be 2 tunnels, one on each side of the fortress. There are people currently walking about, going inside the fortress, outside the fortress, and some of them seem to just wear casual clothes here and there. Some of them use scholarly robes as well. It seems to be some kind of outpost of research, perhaps. I'm not sure. Perhaps a facade for something. Not sure what to make of it from this distance and with this little information.
Are there any sort of like flags or heraldry or anything on the fortress, or is it just like a blank fortress?
Blank. Like
Concerning?
even weirdly so.
Mm.
Almost as if they don't want to be tagged to anything.
Well, I'm fresh out of ideas. Maybe think about it over lunch?
There's no time for lunch. I mean, you felt the earthquake, right?
Yeah.
It sounds as if we have the ability to make everyone here invisible.
Yes. We can.
So I think trying to find an alternate way in might be our best bet, rather than try to go right through the main gates.
So where we're trying to go, is it underneath that? Is there tunnels?
I am not entirely sure, but kind of looking, and she kind of looks towards the fortress. Looking at it now, I'd say if there weren't any tunnels, they dug them. Looks at two entrances on each side of the fortress.
We might be able to at least find some sort of, I suppose, information about their plans, if nothing else. But I think it would make sense if they have made their own way underneath the volcano by now.
Yes, and perhaps if they made it, then it's the optimal way, and we should make use of it. Especially if we can all turn invisible.
Yes. Based on my understanding, Deseret was sealed underground, but now, looking at this, under a volcano makes sense.
Or perhaps it was sealed underground, and the volcano is just a byproduct of it.
Yes. Interesting idea.
The hellish flames that surround the creature are supposed to be majestic, powerful, intense. I think that should be enough to create this kind of activity.
Right, so let's go rock right on in. This sounds great.
Yeah.
Who shall I make
Majestic flames.
who shall I make invisible?
I can do it myself.
I would love to not be visible.
One step earlier than that, who of y'all is really bad at this?
I only have a +1. I have a +1 to stealth.
I have +6, not +7, but yeah, I've still got.
Ravis is a big 0.
But no disadvantage.
Aha!
Nice.
Just a 0.
Nice.
Okay.
Elven armor, baby.
I would still like to be invisible if it were possible.
I would still like to be.
And
We don't like to be invisible.
Right. Killian is going to weave a little magic together and give Ravis a mote of potentiality. A luck point, essentially.
Nice.
It's a little gray thing that follows you around.
Well then.
Good. Sabrina will make herself and Ravis invisible.
No, I can.
No,
make myself
you got
invisible.
it. Okay. And Echo invisible.
Hey, I'm the one that only has a +1. Echo's got a +6.
No, you're all gonna be invisible.
Yeah. So
Fine.
Mary makes themselves invisible, correct?
Yeah.
And then Killian makes Emerson and Killian. Is that it?
Yeah. Okay. That's great.
Perfect.
Let me put
As
that
you
spell.
all
That's very
quickly,
cash money of you.
as
can
you all
feel-
quickly blink out and become invisible, Sabrina slowly whispers, "All right, well, let's be careful now. Don't get lost. It seems like there's less traffic towards the left tunnel. We should try that one."
Agreed.
Sounds good
Oh.
to me.
One more moment, and Killian's gonna cast See Invisibility,
Ah, smart. Yes.
just so I can keep track of all the things. Damn it.
Killian's just gonna be the shepherd when people leave. No, here, this.
No, everyone's going left this way. No,
Yeah.
no.
It goes into effect, and Mary is just making faces at everybody.
To be expected.
But Mary, you
Makes
still
sense.
cannot see any. You can't see anyone. So who you're making faces at?
Oh, just towards wherever I hear people talking.
Nice.
You know,
And
with my -1 perception,
Yeah.
so it's like not right at all.
as you all become invisible and start marching towards the left tunnel on the side of this fortress, let's break. Let's have a break before we
Ooh,
dive
boy.
into a volcano.
Oh, you're
Sounds
just
good.
before we die. Let's have a break before we
Yeah, before we die.
Dive.
Dive.
into a volcano.
Into a volcano.
It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna be right back for 10 minutes or so. Get some water, get some food if you want to, and see you soon.
And we have returned.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. And let's jump straight in with you folks invisibly trying to infiltrate whatever this is, the underside of this volcano mountainy type of situation that happens to just have a fortress in front of it, because why not just pop up a fortress wherever you go.
Normal.
What's the point of being a wizard if you can't just pop up a fortress whenever you want?
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, you make your way down this windy path towards the fortress and start leaning towards the left entrance. And you continue seeing people here and there. No one you particularly recognize. But yeah. So how are we going to go about it? You're going to wait for an opening? You're going to... What are we going to do? What's the plan? Knock people out? That's also valid.
In this economy?
In this economy.
So, in between the fortress and here, the entrance of this left tunnel is about that you can spot about 5 people.
Oh God, do we have like? Does anyone have anything that can like incapacitate?
A sword.
I have lots of knives.
Not permanently incapacitated.
I mean, any of that stuff will make us not invisible anymore. Can we just make a wide berth?
Do they have? Are they? Oh, we're invisible, so what's it matter? I'm like, if we become if we become revisible for any reason, I have something I can do. But while we're invisible, it does not matter.
I think the answer is to creep carefully.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Don't be
Okay.
suspicious.
Sneaky,
Don't
sneaky.
be suspicious.
Suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Make me a group creep check then.
Group
please.
creep
Straight
check.
That,
Advantage.
I'm gonna say Mary is probably in the lead if it matters, because...
Do we get advantage on this because we're invisible?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
okay.
Well, then I don't need to use
That
Nat's
just-
moat yet.
Ooh.
I
Okay,
still
so
need to
I
use
rolled-
Nat's moat.
I rolled like shit both times, but rogues fuckers, so dirty 20.
Nice.
I rolled a
God,
3
I rolled-
and then a 1 with the advantage. So let's
I
use
say
that
I
moat.
rolled a 7. I rolled a 7 and an 8, so that's 9 total.
Good.
We are off to a start, y'all.
So I have to ask our dragon manager if I am able to dance stealthily. And then he, of course, shoots that down because that's a shit post. It's a dirty 20.
30-20. Let's go with that. Dance stealthily. So sorry, there was two dirty 20s and then a 9, a
And then
21.
21.
I almost face planted, but then I reached into the mode of possibility, changing my outcome to a 10. It's just a 10.
Okay.
Okay, then I can see Ravis, and fuck. Is this worth enough to reach into the ether and give you a reroll with a new timeline?
I don't know.
Did anyone else roll really badly? Or was it
Your
just Ravis?
sister rolled worse.
Yes.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 7 and an I rolled a 7 and an 8.
Oh, okay, then
With a
we're
plus
fine
1.
because if it's party average, we're fine, and if it's not party average, then we're fucked anyway.
Nice. Fair. But you do manage as a group, as a whole. You do manage to creep stealthily and try and avoid these 5 people, until you reach the most visible portion of the tunnel. You go in. People that seem outside just stay outside, and you assume there's people inside somewhere. But at the moment, you cannot see anyone in the vicinity of this entry of the tunnel. It seems to be this portion here seems to be quite freshly dug all around you, like the walls of the tunnel. It's held up by these wooden boards and slabs of stone. Do you wish to proceed? You do so. And as you continue and continue and continue, eventually you reach a point where the dirt tunnel just stops and just opens up into what seems to be a hole in a wall, in a stone-built wall. and you leave the tunnel and enter this whatever this is that seems to be built way before. The stone seems to be quite deteriorated. And you look around, there's some sconces here and there, completely lit. The corridor is in use and open. Until this point, you didn't find anyone, but you assume it is occupied. As you continue a bit more further down from where this corridor leads, you start hearing some voices in the distance. As people just mufflely speaking, like, no, it's from what seems to be a room of some sorts. The light seems to expand a little bit in towards the final portion of this corridor, so you assume there's a larger area coming up ahead.
So there's nobody in our immediate vicinity, right?
No. But you hear voices, so you assume in this room that you're about to head in, there might be someone there.
Okay. Well, I guess be careful. Yeah?
So I would like to do a thing, I think.
Do the thing.
Yeah, I want to use my ghostly gaze, and for 1 minute I can see through solid
Nice.
objects up to 30 feet. So
30
I want to
feet?
just like,
Yeah.
So I want to like act to use that. So it's good for a minute. So I want to like kind of turn that on and just like take a look around and see if I can see anything better.
Okay, so
Walls and such.
to your sides, it's literally just mountain and earth, right? There's nothing there. In front of you, you see there is a larger room that seems to be also built in the same stone, and it culminates in this kind of cylindrical dome ceiling kind of situation. And then there's another corridor, but this one seems to be blocked by a door. Seems heavy enough, wooden, dark wood. And this room, what you can see, it's filled with furniture, with scrolls and parchments and books here and there. There's a massive table towards one side with also more parchments and inks and bills. It seems to be someone's office or study of some sorts. And you see two people inside the room currently chatting. Both seem to be dressed in these very fancy attires, robes, both of them, navy blue with streams of gold here and there, and they seem to be casually chatting. One seems to be female, another one appears male.
I relay all of this in a hushed voice because we're being sneaky to everyone. Like, this is what I say. Because I can see through walls. I'm really cool.
Yeah, you are.
You can see through walls?
It's useful.
I mean, just a little bit.
Are
That's
you
really
able?
cool.
Are you able to see like any details about them? Are they like those wizards who attacked us before or something?
They're definitely not the
they
same
were-
people.
The other people weren't wearing robes, right?
They were actually, but not the second time. The first time they were.
Were they wearing? Was it the same kind of robes, the blue with the gold?
It was more gold. There wasn't
Oh.
there wasn't a blue, but it was the same style. I mean, wizards, am I right?
Am I right?
Wizards.
This wizard resents that.
See one, you've seen them all.
Robes and tap dance shoes.
Yeah.
I don't even wear robes. Look at my art.
Are they robes that like I would recognize, like that heraldry, like that coloration?
Absolutely, yeah. The woman is actually wearing assembly attire.
Right. Yeah, like they're at least one of them for sure is from the assembly.
Oh, scheiße.
Of
I mean, it's not
course.
that bad.
Well, it means we need to be like super careful.
People trying to kill us. I think it's pretty bad.
The assembly's not as bad as you might think.
Yeah, they are pretty bad.
Stares invisibly at works for the assembly. Like, well, discretion obviously is the better bet, so let's just be as quiet as we can as we go by.
Don't worry, I am sure that, if we get find out, we just need to tell them, your boss. It will be totally fine. Come on, let's go.
At this point, Sabrina kind of chimes in. Before we all go, should the stealthier of us just check it out? That door is closed, correct? What if it's locked? We will be cornered.
Okay, I can see what I can do, I guess.
Okay.
I will go up, I guess, to check the door first.
Okay, so you, as this happens, you hear a voice inside your head, Mary. Good, not ordering you around, sending you alone in danger. That's not very smart. But you do you, I guess.
Well, it just means I get the first pick of, anything neat that I find.
Fine. Just don't forget that, these are wizards, right? They might be able to see you. Just be careful.
Noted.
And
Knife man.
Make me a stealth check. See if you can cross the room without them noticing you.
Okay, 28.
Okay, yeah, you pass by and you start hearing the conversation clearer and clearer. And as you enter the room, which is very well lit, you see that they are currently chatting to each other. The door is on the other end. There's clearly a massive key ring on the desk laid right next to the woman. And the door in front of you seems to have a set of very heavy locks. You go up to the door. You want to investigate it? What's the plan here?
So I go in and it's key ring near the woman?
Yes.
And then where's the door in relation to the people, the other door?
So as you enter, the table and the people are to the left, and the door is straight up ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take a risk to go and check the door before I decide if I need to try to pilfer the key ring.
Make me an investigation check.
Okay, well, it's you didn't say perception. 21.
21. Yes. So there, you kind of play around with it a little bit silently, and the door is clearly locked, and there seems to be some kind of explosive mechanism to it.
Okay, do I get the sense that I would be able to disarm it possibly quietly while they are in the room with me?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Now, Sam is just curious in case this becomes necessary. Is popping my familiar that's already been, cast, is that a spell, or is that just, a thing?
That is not a spell. It's as an action, so it's not a spell.
All right, I wasn't sure how that would, I don't know, because it seems spell-esque.
I don't know, but also, I don't care.
All right. So Mary's just sort of gonna try to disarm the thing, with the idea being that if they decide they make too much of a noise, they're gonna pop Ava out because she's in bat form on the lady from the assembly. Just sort of
nice.
how did this bird get in here style.
Oh no.
So does that Thieves' Tools to disarm?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh boy. That is a 24.
127. Gotcha. Yeah. So you pick at it very gently, and you just remove a little crystal that seemed to be the arcane mechanism to it, and just pocket it.
Yeah, I hang on to that.
Yeah. And it just seems to be inactive, but the door is still locked. And as you turn around to look at the people and the key ring again, you know this person. You've met her actually quite in a quite awkward situation once. This is the Archmage of Antiquity. This is Lady Vesta Rogna.
Oh, great. Okay. Sam doesn't remember the context for meeting.
Yes. So if I recall correctly, was when you were pretending to be a student at the Solstice Academy.
Okay.
You had a run-in disguise, not as Mary.
Okay. So that means she saw Milo Mary.
Yes.
Hello, fellow students. All right, so I'm just sort of eyeballing her, but so it's still locked though, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna. Does it look like I can unlock it, or would that be too loud?
So it's without a distraction, it's probably going to be noisy enough. It's for them to hear.
Okay.
But at this point, you managed to grab glimpses of the conversation, and she's just chatting at this man as like, "No, I believe this is necessary. It's a shame that these people are after the same thing as us, because we should be able to. It's very dangerous magic. We should be able to control it, but the other people not really. So if they get to here first, then it's a problem." And just talking about stuff like that.
All right. Mary's just like, yeah, we'll see who gets there first, jerk. Definitely makes a face at her and like flips her off as I start making my way sort of back towards the door. Did Killian tell anybody that he cast See Invisibility?
You might have recognized the spell, but he didn't like, I'm gonna cast See Invisibility. No.
Okay. Like I just don't know if they have any idea that he'd be able to like see hand gestures or something, because then they'll just sort of go back all the way out. Just not wanting to cause a kerfuffle.
Well,
Yeah.
what you would see is as you're walking back, Killian with his eyes trained right on you and following you.
Well,
So-
I wouldn't see.
Yeah, Mary wouldn't see.
Right. I'm invisible too.
Yeah, you are. So I'll come back out and just sort of like back towards where I knew the group was before and be like, okay, so I got a trap off the far door, and I could try to maybe unlock the other one, but it will make some noise. So I was going to maybe make a distraction, and I could get the door open, and you can all run in like real quick. But you have to be careful because Lady Tarachna is here. So be ready unless somebody has a better idea. But we need to get that other door open. And I am whispering. Sam just doesn't want to be whispering into my
Sure.
mic.
Yeah, fair.
Well, I do not know who this Lady Darkner is, but I assume she's dangerous.
Ah, she sucks.
Okay.
Also, it would be pretty bad because, I mean, I know we can all do some pretty awesome things, but she is, like, super powerful.
Can anyone like conjure animals without casting a spell?
Ava just sort of, like, pops on the floor in, like, bat form and, like, squeaks up at you.
Yeah, I have a spider.
Oh, neat. Well, we
What
can
else?
hope that Lady Daragna does not like bats or spiders and just poof them, like, right in her hair.
You could also hope that she can't detect that they're arcanely powered.
Well, I mean, she didn't seem to notice me, at least. I mean, I could also just, like, start a fire or something, like, right out here, or just, like, stab one of them. I don't know. That is pretty distracting.
And if we could get
Maybe
away
in the
with
wrong
not
way.
stabbing anybody, that would be ideal.
Okay, I just wanted to throw it out there.
I think the problem is if there's an archmage in the room who is quite powerful at magic, stabbing one of them, whomever it is, brings us a whole mess of problems.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yes,
but...
it certainly brings something down on our heads.
Okay,
So,
okay, I will save the stabbing.
I like the
Stab
fire
someone.
plan
There are
though.
going to be plenty of people more.
They notice
deserving
us,
of being
so
stabbed.
it would be better to try to silence them before they can sound an alarm. Just saying.
If things go
At this point, you start hearing
totally
footsteps.
tits up, you can stab, but not until then.
start hearing footsteps as it appears the man that was in the room starts walking towards the tunnel. And as you're talking, it kind of stops, looks around, and proceeds, and continues out the tunnel.
Did that give anybody else the creeps?
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
While we
so
were talking, I think distracting her with your bat sounds like a decent idea.
Team Bat
Same.
Spider?
Okay, just don't make them appear right on top of her. That'll be dead giveaway that they're magic or something.
Just make it seem as though an animal has come into the building.
Oh yeah, have the spider. Go, you do the spider first, and then I'll throw the Eva in, and then it is like the bat is hunting the spider.
All right. And Killian snaps his fingers and makes this, fairly sizable spider.
Gross.
It's the same style as like Driders, the bottom half.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Gross. Ew, bugs.
Ew, bugs.
Okay, so what's the plan here?
They're kind of cute though.
Whatever you say. I think we are going to throw the spider at Lady Vess, and then
Okay.
throw a bat at her, and Mary's
Yep.
gonna try to pick the lock while she's distracted.
They're not
We're not
throwing. they're
stabbing
just-
anybody.
I'm gonna
Spiders-
sneak in before the distraction, though, so I'm
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
position.
Okay, so
Spider's
Mary,
gonna
you...
climb on the ceiling and jump down on her.
Okay, so Mary, you make your way back towards the door and wait for a spider drop attack. Is that the plan? While everyone also makes their way inside the room and towards the door to be
I
ready to.
think
okay.
that's it.
Right. In
I
that case, I need
think
another
that's the
groups group creeps check again.
Straight up creeping.
Mary, you don't need to roll because you've already established.
Oh,
that
but I
you're
did so
capable of-
good.
Okay, fine. Tell me.
Luckily, we still have advantage because I rolled a 4, but I also rolled a 14, so 15 for
Okay, So
Emerson.
15 for Emerson and Ravis.
Natural 20. or
Okay.
20.
Hot damn!
Echo.
That was my advantage, though.
18.
Ew.
Ooh, Gillian.
So I dance into the room. Okay, I rolled a 30.
Perfect. Yeah. So you all make it towards the door, and it doesn't seem like she notices anything at all because you all rolled super well. At this point, is it drop spider attack? Okay.
I'm sure there have been worse plans in the history of plans.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
In my
Yes,
in my
so-
head,
right
the
now.
spider lets out just a tiny little adorable squeak as it drops at her face.
Okay. Mary, in that case, it's the Thieves' Tools time. See if you can
Okay.
pick the lock.
Let's see how it goes. Oh, scheisse. Yeah, that is 30.
Woo! So not only you managed to unlock
Well
it, but you
then.
managed to take the exact moment in time where the spider just plops. You see, she's writing something on a piece of parchment. She literally just unfazed looks up, snaps her fingers, and the spider just incinerates immediately as the sound of the flames bursting around the spider just inflate the room.
Suzanne?
You take that moment to unlock the door and swing it open a little bit so that everyone can pass by. Everyone rushes through real fast while the spider burns to a crisp, and it seems like Lady Vest is just looking at it, twitching and hurting, and then it poofs. Good. It is a familiar, isn't it?
It is a familiar. I don't just have a magical spider I can snap my fingers and make appear.
Yeah, fair enough. So as
Like,
it
what
burns
the
to a
hell is
crisp, it just
familiar?
poofs, leaving no trace behind. You all make it, close the door. All right, you don't know what happened inside the room anymore. So there's that.
This is
Keep
fine.
moving. There's a non-zero chance that she finds that highly suspicious.
I kind of thought
You
about
don't
it
say.
as we got to the door.
So
Well, we made it through.
as you cross this door, this heavy wooden door, the moment you transpose it to the other side of this corridor, heat just licks your face immediately. it's unbearable. It's starting to get unbearably hot as you move along. It doesn't seem like anyone else is here at the moment. It seems to be some kind of only strictly necessary access kind of situation. But the more you go deeper into this tunnel, and it starts to go down and spiral a little bit, it just gets unbearably hot. The stone around you, as you place your hands on it as well, is just almost sizzles a little bit. It doesn't burn you immediately, but if you leave it there for more than like 5 seconds or so, it starts to hurt a little bit. And you continue and continue until you reach this open room that seems to be partially built with the same stone that the corridors were, but it seems to be padded here and there with just natural outcropping of the mountain, so just natural rock. This is a half hybrid between human construction and natural occurring cavern. And as you enter it, the first thing you notice is this big billowing cloud of heat just hits you in the face immediately. As you look down, you see just a river of lava coursing underneath. And there are 4 platforms that link this position where you are now to a central stone platform that seems to be held up by chains which go through a central point that seems to coalesce in a big metallic ball, super inscribed, filled with runes and etches of things and drawings. And the chains, as they pass through this ball, also pass down into the river of lava and just disappear. It doesn't seem to be melted. They seem to be affixed to something and resistant to the heat of the lava. But this is what you see. You cannot tell in any more detail what it is before you reach the center, if you wish to do so.
Didn't realize we took a left turn into the fire temple.
Is this where the Dodonga is?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Laugh along, Megan. It's what I do like 90% of the time. Just the jokes.
Just
That was good.
Sabrina. Does this look like it might be the place where we're looking for? I feel like you might know more than I do.
Yes, I think so. But it seems like it's used to access somewhere else. I feel like the crystals. Do you have them, Ravis?
Yes.
She kind of looks you dead in the eye. This isn't it. This isn't the tomb. The crystals is just. They're used to access it, isn't it? We need to go down. They're probably down there already. We need to use the crystals. Hurry! No time to waste. And she starts making her way down the platform towards the central sphere.
I guess we need to follow.
I'm getting this distinct feeling we're not going to survive this.
Oh well, not with that attitude.
Just pull out all 4 crystals and be like, what do we need to do with them?
You, and she kind of points at you, Killian. Come here. Do you understand this?
Probably. Without having looked at it yet.
So, make me an Arcana check as you move upwards towards this metallic sphere that seems to be joined in several parts here and
32.
there. 32, yeah.
No.
And immediately, yes, you recognize this is clearly where the crystals are supposed to be used. This is very complex magic, right? This is clearly a locking mechanism to some sort of other place or whatever. It's definitely a locking mechanism, and it has parts of Dunamancy in it. It seems to have like 4 different ingredients for the recipe, like 4 brands of magic. You see 4 different styles of writing of the glyphs and runes all over the metallic sphere. Echo, make me a perception check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Echo?
The look on your face was so good.
16.
16. Some of the runes here in this metallic sphere, the handwriting is exactly the same as the handwriting in your armor plating.
If only we'd found the dang baby.
Well, damn.
Yeah, we'll go up and sort of examine it as well.
So yeah, you recognize it as being definitely Falaya's trademark spellcasting and rune etching distinct way of doing things. And that part is the part of the recipe that you clearly identify as Dunamancy, Killian.
So the handwriting's different, and so they had different archmages of different disciplines come together to work on this thing.
That makes sense. That's why it's 4 crystals, 4 different styles.
Is there like other schools of magic, or can I taxonomy the other styles in some way?
Yes, absolutely. So you see that they're clearly, distinctly, one of them is specialized in glyphs of abjuration. All of them have a little bit of abjuration, but one of them is like heavily like holding shit together.
Yep. Mood.
Illusion. Also see illusion in it. And
Illusion.
It's an illusion. And the final one seems to have heavy elements of transmutation.
So that means if this is a gateway, the conjuration elements are coming out of the dunamantic elements. Echo.
Is that?
It's a girl in college. I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Echo. If Falaya was going to make something really powerful to protect against something that was really, really dangerous, freaking sequestered away from the world, how worried would Falaya be about people breaking in and, basically playing an adventure on it, or letting the thing out and in the world on accident?
Well, you saw her facility. It was very well guarded. You wouldn't have got in there without me.
True. If the transportation elements are coming out of Falaya's work, I'm wondering if you think that she would drop us over like a pool of lava or something.
Well, she did have a penchant for lava. She was a fire genasi after all.
Okay, so let's be ready for that kind of stuff. That wasn't the answer I wanted, Echo.
Ready? I don't think you can emotionally be ready.
No, like featherfall, levitate, fly, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
We can just fall more slowly into the lava.
Yeah, you can just fall gently upon the lava.
We can have time to contemplate our impending melting demise.
You can really think about what you've accomplished in your life. Wish you had done.
Is there anything else around here that looks like it's Falaya's handiwork at all?
Literally, the only thing that's
writing?
distinct. The only thing that's distinct is this metallic sphere that seems to be holding this passageway or whatever it is together.
All right. So now I try to open it, I guess.
Oof. Okay, Ravis, you have the crystals. What are you doing?
Whatever Killian needs me to do.
Okay.
Do I see places where you might put items of those indentation into it?
Yeah.
Okay. How many are there?
There are 4.
Convenient. Do these things have any kind of magical reactive property, different schools of magic that I can ascertain? Drop a cantrip or 2 and see if they do anything weird?
Yeah, actually,
focusing on these type of magics.
Yeah, as you play around with them, you feel like there are specific ones that go in specific places.
Okay, cool. So this one goes there, this one goes there, this one goes there, and this one goes there. And I'm going to take that one and hand it to Echo. Just in the off chance Falaya decided to make an exception for a good friend.
Okay, so Echo places the final one, is that it?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
You-
putting me in danger yet again.
Hey, that's my brand.
Okay, so you also feel, Killian, that you probably need a strong source of dunamancy in order to complete and activate this mechanism.
Oh, that's great. I'll just have Echo chest bump it.
Perfect. Echo places the final crystal, and the entire sphere begins to hum and vibrate. and the walls of this start. You see the dust clouds kind of form and kind of fall off the ceiling a little bit as trembles a little bit all around you. As you focus your energy, your arcane weaving on Echo's Luxon beacon, you start grabbing the strands. You start focusing on the multiverse and the different dimensions. You start pulling them and pulling them and pulling them until you knocked it all together in the sphere. And you feel like this sphere, the way it works is some kind of anchor of different timelines that you can weave together in order to do something, open this place up. Make me one final Arcana check just to see how this goes.
Okay. Luck's gotta run out of entry, right?
64.
Alright, so I hope this is enough. 27?
27.
No, we're grading on a curve, so...
So you feel as you pull these strands, some of them snap. You're not disciplined enough to manage to get them hooked on properly. You do have some more that you can pull from, and you do so, but you feel like it's not going to be as stable as it should.
I would like to reach out for a different timeline to attempt to fix this problem.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Oh, we good. We okay. 31?
31, yes. So you focus, and as these ones snap, you kind of put yourself in a different timeline instead of dragging from them, and you start dragging them from that different point of view into the timeline that your friends are in currently. And the ones that snap now are inverted, and you can attach them properly. And actually, this time you don't miss a single one. So you feel like if this is gonna open somewhere, it's gonna be absolutely stable.
Okay. It's gonna stay open, for good or for ill.
As you say that, the metallic sphere starts to detach in these 4 kind of slices. And the big purple mote of energy starts expanding from it. It starts as circular, but then it starts to thin into an ellipsis until in front of you it stretches into what seems to be a portal of some sorts. As quickly as it arrives, it starts collapsing on itself as the sphere unhinges again, and all the 4 pieces just start shooting in different directions, gluing themselves against the wall, and this purple energy just streaks between the 4 of them in zigzagging patterns. The chains that were attached to the ceiling and to the lava start to rattle intensely, and they start to separate and being pulled apart by the field that these purple streaks of energy start to create. As this happens, the lava beneath you shoots up immediately. I need everyone to make me dexterity saving throws.
I think this is supposed to happen.
What did you do?
Well, I did warn us about lava. I just didn't quite foresee it correctly.
I blame Killian!
An okay life.
This is fine.
Lava does a lot of damage, fam.
This is fine.
It probably does a whole lot of damage when you roll a natural 1.
Oh,
I rolled a natural 2, but
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So that's a 2 for me.
22.
Does evasion work on lava?
Yes.
So 21 and I'm fine!
Nice. So
5.
5 for Killian, 4 for Ravis, and 2 for Emerson. Okay, so damn. Okay, so as the lava shoots up, right? It doesn't impact. So the metal that the platforms are made of seem to be of the same material that the chains were made of. So it doesn't impact you directly. It's as it gushes out from the holes between the platforms, as it splashes and kind of rains on you a little bit. That's what you're trying to dodge. Ravis, Tillian, and Emerson, you take 34 points of fire damage. Echo, you take 17.
Okay.
Mary, you're fine.
34?
I
34.
flick my hand and invoke a shield of red around me and absorb elements.
Nice. I like it.
It's fine.
You see, as this lava starts pouring up and starts pouring towards the side of the room and drain in what seems to be some kind of grates towards the side, the man-made part of this cavern, it starts draining down. But the more it pours up and up, you see the color starts to change from this bright yellow to red, almost as if it's becoming less hot. But from the red, it starts moving to pink, to purple, to black. And in no time, all the lava that's pouring and raining on top of you is this mixture of black and purplish, almost licking the flames, licking your faces as they expand and contract. The room starts to slowly descend as the metal is not affected by the lava, but everything else seems to be getting destroyed. As you start falling down kind of haphazardly, the last thing you see as you continue to go down and lose point of contact with where you came from is the doors, not the doors, but the passageway, as 3 individuals just burst through it and just stop right in time before they fall. As you see Lady Vess, Gertrude, and Jakob there looking, and you just hear a voice in the distance. What have you done? As you continue to fall and fall and fall.
Who's all visible currently? Because I know I am. I just cast a spell.
You are, and then...
I was going to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an ability that when I take damage, I can turn invisible, which I already am, and teleport 60 feet away. Is there a place I could have teleported immediately after taking damage that would have been, in my mind, safe from more lava?
So is it a reaction?
Yeah.
To any damage
says once
or
per
attack?
short rest, when you take damage, you can use your reaction to turn
Perfect.
invisible.
Yeah, you could have gone to the entrance where you came from.
Yeah, sorry, fam. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And also, it's good thing that you did
And I'm
that
also
because you're not
invisible.
invisible from me anymore because I failed my concentration save.
Oh, well then, yeah. I as soon as I got hit, turned invisible again and just. Bloop.
I also failed my concentration save, so I'm not invisible either.
Wait, Ravis, do you have a paladin aura?
No, I'm not high
Dang.
enough level yet.
I didn't take damage, so I don't need to make my save, right?
Yeah, you only if you
I'm
take
still
damage.
invisible,
Brag about it.
fuckers. I'm invisible and fine.
I will know. As Vesperogna is yelling at us,
friends, so.
I'm pumping myself full of all of my lay on hands.
So
I'm
Echo and
invisible,
Sabrina,
but real
Echo and
fucked
Sabrina
up.
are no longer invisible as well.
Okay.
Well,
Where's
I'm
Mary?
invisible still.
Did they fall in? Is Mary okay?
Oh, I
So-
did not know you can.
I can see you.
So-
It's just for theater.
Emerson,
It's-
you
Yes.
boost yourself up with this teleport and you land
Yep.
there and you see these 3 figures walking towards you in that case before they reach the platform, because that's where you teleported.
Yeah.
What you do?
It's a great question.
Between lava and a wizard place, well, I don't know.
In a rock and a
mean-
hot place?
Wait, we're actually falling into lava? Is that what's going on? I think I missed.
Yeah.
Oh, had I understood that, I would have done very different
y'all are the
things.
Terminator at the end of Terminator. Sorry,
Um,
spoiler alert for the movie Terminator.
Oh, I can do something to save myself
Oh.
from
So
falling
can
into
I.
lava.
Yeah.
So I'm like across the way from people walking in. Like
Yeah,
if there's okay, so I'm across the way.
there's a
Well, I'm
corridor. You're
invisible.
at the end of that corridor, and everything
Well-
behind you is crumbling. And then on the other side, there's 3 people coming to you.
Well, I'm invisible, so let me. Oh God.
How long
I
does
don't
that
have-
invisibility last?
until I do something. Let me see. Yeah, until I. Oh no! Until I'm invisible for 6 seconds until
no!
my next turn. So I'm visible on the other side. Oh, I'm going to. this is gonna be the worst. This might be the worst idea ever, but I want to. Let me see if I need to touch people. Am I within 30 feet of everybody?
No, because you teleported 60
Oh, because
feet.
I teleported 60 feet. Was that like the shortest distance I could teleport?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, well then I'll just do it on myself. I'm going to disguise myself to look like my boss.
Nice.
Not my boss, Faye Daddy. My boss, Assembly Boss.
Theseus.
His name I can't remember. I just know that he's a jerk.
Yes.
So I'm gonna disguise myself to look like him.
Gotcha. You do so. Boom.
I'm just gonna stand there and be like,
Meanwhile,
I'm so surprised.
Oh, no.
Something's happening.
Oh no.
Ravis and Echo, you said you had something you wanted to do to get away from the lava?
Misty Step.
Yeah.
Okay, Mrs. Step is 30 feet. You need 60 feet to get to the safe place Megan. Emerson is.
I'm just.
I
not gonna
think
fall
this
into
is
the
what's.
lava.
I think this is
you're
what it's
not falling
supposed to
into
do.
the lava, right? You're on. Sorry, my bad. You are falling on that metallic plate kind of situation that doesn't seem to be affected by the lava, and you're just falling down, and the lava is pouring upwards. So at the moment, you're not falling into lava.
I think this is what it's
So-
supposed to do. The lava was cooling. I think we'll be okay.
So
TM.
we're on like an elevator.
You're going down almost as if
a lava lift.
a lava lift. Yeah,
Yeah.
going down a lava lift. This is what's
Which
happening.
is totally fine.
Because I could manifest Echo and then swap places with my Echo's Echo. But
Sure.
if this is like fine and chill, then
It's definitely not fine and chill, but
I'm like,
it's also not.
It's
You're
lava, so it's literally the opposite of chill.
it's fine and spicy. It's
It's fine
Sure.
and It's fine and fiery.
I'm not immediately in danger of melting.
dead. Yeah, no one's in immediate
Okay.
danger of melting. Yeah,
What's directly above us?
just a rock.
So that weird thing that was happening with like a portal-looking thing. What happened to that?
Yeah, so the moment you started, everything broke and you started descending, that disappeared.
Oh, it's just
And-
gone. Okay.
Yeah, and the chains that were holding the that were like on the ceiling and going down, they seem to still be moving erratically, but the static field kind of disappeared.
Is there a section of this on this metal that doesn't have holes for like any significant chunk?
Yeah. Most of it has no holes. Like
Okay.
in the center, there's like a thick slab where the sphere was. Basically, there's one
I'm
big
going-
hole in the middle.
To direct the fam to start moving there.
Okay, so I'd say this is where you were already because you were messing with the sphere, right?
I'm just used to all the party being like, I'm as far away as possible when
Yeah,
it's
sure,
undefined.
Fair enough.
And then
So I assume-
Emerson's off up there. I'm like, come on.
Emerson, who? I am the Lord something
Theseus.
of someplace. Lord of Theseus, the Archmage of being a jerk. I think diplomacy, right?
Yeah, I think
Archmage
so. Yeah.
Like the Archmage being a snooty snoot.
Theseus Uludan, Archmage of Diplomatic Union.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Emerson, who?
So Emerson's just staying up there. All of you, meanwhile, are just falling and falling, and the chains continue to move erratically up to a point where you seem to almost be going to crash into lava, but the lava just splits open, and you just continue falling. And above you, you see as the lava closes off.
Emerson.
I am now regretting my decision to have done what I
Not
did.
dimension door.
You see, if you want to do something about this, you can still do it because you see these happening. But at the moment,
Yeah,
the
if they
three
like if
people
they are about to like disappear from view,
yeah,
I'm gonna get like oh shit face and be like
okay.
"Phew," in dimension door.
So
There they are.
as the three individuals are almost up to you, it's Theseus, what are you doing here? And you
Beauty. Beautiful.
And you see as Emerson just appears right next to you on the platform.
Right.
Go on.
It's a
If
Theseus,
we-
kill him!
I don't know how long that took, but I'm gonna start
no,
casting a 1-minute spell at the center up top there.
Ooh, okay, no, that was less. But
Okay, well I'm doing that right now then.
okay, so as you crash down, it starts to be less vertical and just starts to slide on what seems to be a slope of some kind, and just you're tumbling in it. And you need to hold on properly in order to not fall. But eventually, you start slowing down and come to a halt in what seems to be when you reach what seems to be another cavern. This one fully natural. All the walls around it are filled with this almost glass-like speckles here and there. In the further back of the room, there's a big pool of lava. Not red, not yellow, purple again. Black and purple. From where you came, the chains were always there. The metallic platform, you were descending via the chains, basically connected in the middle. And the chains kind of drag down into this pool of lava. And they still behave erratically. They're still wrangling and moving. And you hear the sound that they make is actually quite deafening.
As if something's at the end of the thrashing.
Yes, one could say so.
Yay! What was our plan again?
As you come to a halt, Sabrina kind of picks herself up a little bit and starts kind of walking blindly towards the pool of lava.
I'm gonna rush behind her and stay
Maybe you
with
don't
her.
want to do that?
Okay,
You
so
just okay.
Ravis,
No, I'm gonna make
Ravis,
myself look like me again.
Oh yeah, that.
who is this guy?
Don't worry about
But
it.
we've met him.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, except for Echo.
So as Ravis follows Sabrina and they both reach the edge of the lava, Sabrina starts touching one of the chains, and you can hear the sizzling of her hands touching the chain. She focuses, and you see this dark energy, this almost black hole-like magic. It seems almost maddening to look at. As she focuses it around the chain, you just hear a big, loud as the chain snaps.
Hey, teenage witch, you okay there?
Ravis, next to you is another chain. Sabrina does this, looks back at Killian, and answers, "Yeah, I'm fine," and walks towards the third chain and does the same.
I pull off my eye patch, throw it down to the ground. Just kind of run my hand back along my hair. As anyone that's behind can see, ash seems to fall off of my hair as it goes from black to ashy white. And I summon my Morning Star to my hand. And I'm going to hit the chain next to me with it.
You hit the chain, and the same thing happens as you hear the crack as the third chain snaps. And this black energy emanating from Sabrina's hands and also from Ravis's mace starts traveling down the purple pool of lava. And you feel, and you can visually see, and this happens in a split second, as the dark energy travels down the chains, and you can see the patches around the chains in the lava darken significantly. And it's unsettling to look at, almost as if you fear you'll go insane if you look at them too long. Almost as if you're looking into a bottomless well, an endless stairway into the abyss, into madness, into oblivion. As this happens, the pool splashes up in a magnificent festival of purple color, spraying all over the cavern. You're back towards where you landed, so it doesn't really reach you. As this massive beast, wingspan of unimaginable size, beak of pure gold weaved with black. 3 onyx eyes adorn its forehead. And as it spreads its wings and looks at its releasers, cries in a phoenix cry like you've never heard. Deep from the 9 layers of hell, craving for its master to come and claim it. Although the
Of course,
chains
that's
are
Modius, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Although the chains are not gone. They seem to cling at the wings and wrap, and the darkness envelops them. And the clear onyx eyes, almost reflective, suddenly go dull black. And the once majestic creature weakens and crumbles and crunches under the weight of chains, under the weight of oblivion, under the weight of Tharizdun. And that's where we're going to pick up for the season finale next week.
Robert, did you betray us? I don't understand.
Just
Did you betray?
just an
Malachi?
just an echo of
We're not calling it that.
Wait.
That's not what it's called.
Ravis?
just an echo of comes backwards towards you.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I gotta go. Because I need to drive to New Jersey.
Hang on, I'll meet you there. What exit
Yeah.
are you on the parkway, Robert?
Yeah,
need to talk
Sam, I'll
about
pick
that.
you up. I'll pick you up on the way.
All right.
Go do
I
a
would like
fight.
to remind the class that it was Robus that convinced us to trust Sabrina.
True.
Yup.
Sure is.
I
That's
Also,
okay.
these dagger
the list
shenanigans.
of things
Oh.
I
It's
believe
okay,
in
I
people
just
I
have-
trust to nothing and no one.
It's all right. I just have a
Nothing
dagger that used to be
and
Tharizdun's
no
or
one.
whatever. It's okay. Totally fine.
Emerson's just here trying to make her parents happy. Who would have thunk we'd end up here?
Well, I mean, Mary just wanted to topple the Empire, so destroy the world, Empire topples. This,
I mean,
you know,
that's,
they win.
like,
actually,
The Empire's part of the world, so
I kind of
it's
thought it would be
accomplished to a
good to
certain
hang out with.
extent.
I kind of thought it would be good to hang out with people who understand the modern world until she found Falaya.
Oh, about
About
that.
that.
Listen, all right, it's not my fault.
I
It's not
don't
my character would do.
Disagree.
It should be allowed in volcanoes ever. This is now the second time that I've played a PC in a party that has accidentally unleashed an evil from a volcano thinking we were helping.
There was nothing accidental about what just happened.
Well, it was accidental on my part.
It was accidental.
Robert,
up until
did the
it
dagger
wasn't.
get you? Is that why you gave it up? Because it was done with you?
No. No, there's another person that got me before the season even started.
Oh.
It's that thing in your creepy morning star. You're all
Let's
like,
just say
"This is the
I threw a
soul of the
character
Raven
idea."
Queen, something.
Betrayal is fun.
Let's just say I threw a
How do you
character
like
idea
them
at
apples,
someone.
Nat?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Are we doing an outro? Is that, or are we just gonna,
Yes.
are we just gonna blue screen the stream?
No, let's do a proper outro. Yes. Okay.
How
Before
dare you.
before we do the outro, the shock of betrayal, nonetheless, and the success of the betrayal for Ravis means that even though you're not going to update HP, you do get to be level 10 for next week's
Yeah.
session. So there we go. It's the small things, I
Oh.
guess.
23 hit points are gonna love this.
Oh no. But that brings us to our outro. So thank you very much everyone that was there watching us. I hope you enjoyed this little twist in the end. Let's see what happens next week as we
Oh, boy.
face the outcome of this bullshit situation, basically.
No.
Cannot believe how perfectly it all went. It was like, sure, Ravis will help with the ruse, and everyone's like, yes, we can trust Ravis. Ravis is fine. Like he's shady
we
as
trust
fuck.
Ravis.
Ravis is a nice guy. I don't know what your problem is.
But anyway,
Ravis was like,
Look, at least my
Fix
9
your
wisdom
echo.
is an excuse.
right,
I
folks.
am updating the list of things I believe and people I trust nothing and no one.
Anyway, Sam, say goodbyes. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and
Oh my
yeah, tell
goodness.
us your feelings, because I feel like this was a very emotional end of stream.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, hey everybody. I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @TheSamWisest. I'm Samwise_GameG here on Twitch. I'm the accessibility director for the Chromatic Chimera. You can find me streaming here pretty much all the time. I will be here on Wednesday. We're actually going to be having an in-canon Agora's Bells one-shot. We're going to try out some Shadow of the Demon Lord. See how you like that. So check that out on Wednesday. Friday, I'm going to be over at Journey to Make Believe playing Dialect. So I'm really excited for that. And then otherwise, you can just keep finding me here on every other Wednesday for more Agora's Bells. Steam Spell is on break for our season right now, but we will be back in a couple of weeks. I think that is it for me right now, so I can drop it down to our vile betrayer.
Hi, I am Robert Allen, the vile betrayer of everyone I've ever known and loved. I'm a voice actor. You can find me on Twitter at Voices of Robert. Also, I am not the baddie here. Just saying, okay? I'm a good guy. Sometimes, you know.
Does your plan involve ending civilization?
Listen, we don't need to talk about that right now. That's for next session. Hey, Izza, how you doing? You got something to talk about?
I'm Izza. I'm at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram. I'm a cosplayer and set and costume designer. And you can also find me on twitch.tv/FinTheBin at 6 p.m. BST on Tuesdays playing Pokemon Black and White. And next Saturday, the 18th at 12 p.m. EST, I will be live streaming with Asians Represent. We're doing the second in our series, our critical read series of the Al-Qadim book. So come watch that for some fun dunking on racist shit. Yeah. And who's the next person? Megan?
I think it's me. So I'm just gonna go. Hi everyone, I am Megan. You can find me on Twitter and most everywhere on the internet at Megan Lynn for the win. What do I have going on? You can find me tomorrow here on Chromatic Chimera at 6 p.m. Eastern. Me and Mr. Puddins, our stream daddy, are going to be doing a little chat all about GMless games, and I'm just gonna scream about GMless games, and we're gonna have a little fun chat. So come hang out if you want to learn about them or learn about some cool games you can play, or if you have any questions. And we're just gonna be having a little chat at 6 tomorrow. A week from tomorrow, we are going to be back with my show Unprepared at 7 o'clock Eastern. Sam will be playing with me. We're going to be playing Keepers of the Cards, which is a amazing For the Queen hack inspired by Cardcaptor Sakura by Jamie from Sword Queen Games, Temporal Hiccup on Twitter. She's incredible. They're incredible. So it's going to be super fun, magical nonsense. And yeah. Oh, also, I rate games, and if you want to see some of the games I rate, you can find me at meganlynnftw.itch.io. That's it. So we'll pass it up to my equally betrayed brother.
Robert, I have a question.
Yes.
When you play Battlestar Galactica, the board game, or Betrayal at House on the Hill, or Shadows of a Camelot, do you just relish the time you draw that betrayer card?
No, never. Yes.
Press X to doubt. Anyway, hi, I'm Nat. I was killing today. Today was lots of fun. You can find me on the internet at CrimeNat, KREIM Nat. I do TTRPG bullshit, including tomorrow over on the Cold Press Twitch channel at 8 Eastern. You can see our GM tips, tricks, and Tuesdays we are covering a topic which I have totally theatrical gaming, putting the RP and TTRPG, talking about what it's like to stream games and do it as a performative aspect. Hey, handy Discord tab.
You can come watch me, and then we can go watch you.
Yeah, it'll be great. But like, go to Megan's one first, because ours is just rambling and chatting. There's no coherent story, so make sure to finish theirs first.
We will be done by 8, so you will not have to choose. We're going to be going for like an hour or so tops, so you can watch some GMO's game chat, have a snack, and then hop on over to watch Nat ramble, which will be great.
That's pretty top tier, to be honest. Besides that, we have 2 announcements as a group today, and I get to do one of them. Next season, we are going to be trying out Quest RPG. We're going to be telling a lovely tale, juxtaposing some fine elements, and just generally getting up to good old betrayal and fuckery. Because that's the goal, right?
Now, did you get that betrayal thing I sent you for next season? Okay.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Was that for next season? Shit!
Oh, that was next season.
Oh, and Sam and Izza, I got yours too. Don't worry about it.
It's fine, Megan.
I'd like to formally announce that I'm just going to be taking next season off because my heart can't handle any more betrayal.
Speaking of taking next season off, Nunu.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks.
Wow.
Wow. Yes. I'm Nunu. Online, you can find me at jnunutex everywhere you find people online. And yes, Wildemount is almost over, and this was a blast to GM. I'm looking forward for next episode because we're gonna delve into what happened today, which was unexpected. Dun dun. So it's gonna be fun. After that, as Nat said, we're going to be playing Quest, and I'm very excited, but sadly, life is a pain, and these streams get super late for me, so I might not be able to do all of them. I will play some of the episodes, because I want to play Quest, and I want to play with these lovely people, because I love them very much, but I won't be able to do the entire season, so we're going to find a way for me to drop in and out of the games, but yeah, long story short, I'm going to be very busy until September, and then which coincides basically with the season, August and September. So yeah, but after that I'll come back full time, so worry not, I'll be around, and I'm always on Twitter shouting about this, so it's fine. Yeah, no, I believe we have, before I sign us off with a cutesy message, I believe Izza, what do you want to tell the people something?
Yeah, so I'll be joining these guys to play Quest next season permanently. Hey! I'm super excited.
New initiative-er.
Hey,
Welcome to initiative. Get betrayed twice in one day.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
Welcome.
Now you gotta make up for lost time.
Hey, I betrayed you a few weeks ago. You just found out about it today.
Fair.
The rest of us spent 2 seasons being betrayed by Nat, so we're trying to catch you up.
Yeah,
we can all just be equally betrayed.
It's because we love you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot harder to betray. It's gonna be a lot harder to betray people as GM next season.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it,
now you just get everybody to betray us. It's
Because we're not trying any NPCs you throw away.
Well, you crazy chuckleheads, you just compulsorily trust each other, but you don't. Any NPC will be like, it's Nat.
This is true.
No.
I nearly died protecting one of your NPCs the other day.
He was a sweet bear.
Anyway, folks, thank you very much, everyone who was there in chat and watching us.
Yes.
This was a very fun episode, and I love to jam it, and I hope everyone had a good time. Nonetheless, we are off for today, but we will be we'll be back next week with the finale of Wildemount, Daring and Divine, and then we'll update you on Quest. It's gonna be beautiful. Until then, take care and see you next week.